Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday.
Hey guys! So I saw one of my friends on YouTube did a Christmas tag, kind of reliving some of the Christmases past, your favorite memories, favorite presents, that sort of thing. So I thought I would give it a try, and I wrote out the questions on my fancy Christmassy paper. I haven't got a chance to use it this year, so I thought I would make use of it now. So yeah, let's get started. First question is family traditions. I don't think we have anything, different than any other family, but we decorate every year. We listen to our certain Christmas albums like Kenny and Dolly or Alabama Country Christmases. We go looking at lights. We go to our church's Christmas program. I'm usually in the choir. This year they're not doing that, but get together with family. The pretty traditional stuff. When we were younger, my aunt used to hide a pickle in the tree because I guess that was like a Danish thing or something. I'm not really sure where that came from for our family, but my aunt used to just always hide the pickle, and then me and my cousins would find it, and then like whoever was the first won a prize or got $5 or something like that. So that was something fun that we always do. Other than that, I can't really think of anything out of the ordinary that we do. Just it's all about spending time with family and all that good stuff. Worst gift you've ever given or gotten? I'm not really hard to pick for or shop for, or like I don't really complain about gifts. I don't think there's anything that I've really gotten that I've been like, wow. Usually it's just when you do like Secret Santa things. Like I remember at school, we had to do a Secret Santa gift, and I had planned on picking one certain package because they were all like lined up at in the classroom. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna pick that one. I'm gonna pick that one. And then at the last second, I decided to change it, and so I picked up another one, and it was like this Hello Kitty ornament and like something else, and it was just really like, alrighty then, you know. So it's just little things like when it doesn't seem like people really took the time to care when you've like kind of, not that it's about like spending money, but it just seems like it's like, oh yeah, I didn't have anything, so I just picked up something at home. When it just seems like they don't care, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But other than that, like my family and friends know me so well. I'm pretty open about what I like, and I pretty much like everything. Seriously, like even if it's not something that I'm into, I'll learn to appreciate it, and I'll be like, oh, this is cool, you know. Like I really, as just that they've taken the time to get me something is the coolest feeling in the world. So, so yeah, I haven't really gotten a worst gift. I really do like everything, so I'm not a hard person to shop for. The worst one I've ever given. I don't think I've given a horrible gift, but one year they had this little Christmas shop at our school, and then we would like take a field trip down to this little store, and we could pick out anything or buy anything, and it was like really cheap stuff. So I was like really excited to get my parents stuff because my dad had given me money, and I think it was like in third or fourth grade. Might have been younger than that. I don't know. And I was really excited with the presents that I'd gotten. I'd gotten my mom like a planner, and she opened it. She was like, "Yeah," like I could just tell that she didn't really care for it too much. So I think that's probably the worst I've ever given. Other than that, I think it's usually been stuff that people have wanted. So, you know, best gift I've ever given was probably when I made my parents a video with like Christmas memories throughout the years, like when I was little, pictures with them, that sort of thing, and put, I think, Never Grow Up from Taylor Swift and Christmas Memories from Alabama. I just thought those were really sentimental songs, and I thought it would be touching. So yeah, that was something I was really excited to give just because I put a lot of time into it, and just wanted to see their faces. Yeah, because they like videos like that, so I thought it would be really cool to do one for Christmas. Best gift I've ever gotten. My parents are always spot on with giving gifts, even if it's not something I've asked for. Um, they know what I like, so and my aunts and uncles too. They always give like incredible gifts. They're awesome with that. That even if it wasn't something I necessarily like asked for, again, they just know and they just give really awesome gifts and are very thought out and stuff. So, but the best one would probably be my Mac computer. Or yeah, it's really hard to choose because it's either the Mac computer, the Mac desktop, meeting the Jonas Brothers, and Taylor Swift tickets. The Mac because it's something I use all the time. It's probably the gift I've used the most over the years. Second one, meeting the Jonas Brothers was like a dream come true. That was last Christmas. I'd always wanted to meet them, and my parents got the special package where I could meet them and see them in concert, and it was just amazing. And then 3, the Taylor Swift concert tickets. It was when she was like first starting out, and they'd been advertising the concert, and it was getting closer and closer, and I was like, okay, I think we just were trying to buy Christmas gifts and stuff, so it was like, not right now, we're not going to be able to do it. And I'm like, they're going to be sold out by the time by the time we can buy them. And then, yeah, so they surprised me with those, and I was really excited about that. But my family and friends are awesome with giving gifts. But I figured I'd just showcase my parents there for a minute. Best reaction? I think I would have to say my aunt last year when she opened her Kindle Fire, Kindle something or other. She'd really been wanting one like all throughout the year, and my parents ended up getting it for her, and she was just really, really touched by it. Like she was almost in tears, and it was just really exciting that she was so happy about it. Yeah, and she uses it all the time now, so I would just say that was probably the best reaction, which was really cool. I don't drink alcohol, so I would say that my favorite drink is probably just hot chocolate. My mom always makes them really festive with like whipped cream and sprinkles and puts them in a Christmassy themed cup. Or this season we got into Christmas tea, and it is amazing. Like it's kind of cinnamony and just really sweet, and just it really does taste like Christmas should taste. So that's really awesome stuff. We used to spend Christmas Eve with my mom's side of the family, so it would be my grandparents, my aunt and uncle, and their 2 daughters, and my other aunt. And we would go over to my aunt's house for the longest time. And then when my grandparents passed away, we just kind of started doing it over at our house. And then because, families expand and things happen over the years, we just started, my aunt would just come over and we'd like go to Christmas Eve service and open presents at our house or go out to dinner, just little things like that. I'm not totally sure what we're doing this year for Christmas Eve, but I'm sure my aunt will come over, or we'll have dinner of some sort and open presents, and yeah, just being together. I like to be surprised, so I don't like to ruin surprises when it comes to opening gifts ahead of time. I've never been one to like open all of my presents or to like really really peek. I mean, of course I've snooped. What kid hasn't snooped? I would like look under the tree and kind of like shake it and try to figure it out and analyze. Well, I said I wanted this. This box is about this size, and I would go into that whole thing. But, and I would kind of try to peek, but not to the point where like I really wanted to know what it was. I just think that totally kills surprise and opening it and being totally like blown away by whatever it is. So yeah. Favorite Christmas treats, or food. Favorite Christmas food. I don't really have any favorite Christmas food per se, but my mom and I every Christmas. So I guess this is another tradition that we have. Every year we make Faith Hill's Coca-Cola cake. We found this recipe back in like 2008 maybe. It was like a Coca-Cola cake that was in one of those like Country People holiday specials or something like that. So I was like, oh, this looks good. We should make this. And then it just it was really good. And I was like, yeah, let's make this our new tradition. So we make that every year. It's really yummy. I love the frosting, and it's chocolate, which I'm not a big fan of all the time, but this is like really good. So I like that. And my grandma's fudge recipe, she used to make it like around the holidays, and then my aunt started doing that, and then sometimes my mom will make it. So I really liked peanut butter fudge. Chocolate I'm not that crazy about. Like, I like chocolate fudge, but her peanut butter recipe was really good. Other than that, I don't really have anything. We eat prime rib, and I'll eat whatever the family makes. I just miss Christmases as a kid, seeing everything through such simple eyes. Simple, just seeing it for what it was. Being with my grandparents, my grandma decorating the house and making it smell like Christmas. I mean, when you walk through the doors, it smelled like a pine tree, and she was always baking and stuff. And having my dad's mom, my other grandma, come over every Christmas, and we would exchange gifts with her, and then the rest of the family would come over. It was just little things like that that you don't appreciate as much, or you think it's always going to be there, as cliche as that sounds, and then when it's not, you look back and go, oh, okay, that's why they tell you to appreciate it while it's here. So I would just say that, and then whenever my uncles from Utah and their families would come out to visit, they've done that several times, but one that I can really remember is when they came out back in like 2007, I think it was, and it was a week of like nonstop fun. I mean, I think I was like a freshman in high school, and I didn't really hang out with that many people, but I was just so glad to be with my family and be with people who loved me and understood me. And we went to LA a couple days. We went to the Ronald Reagan Museum. We went to the beach. We went to a really cool restaurant in town here, Bucko and Crystal Palace, and it was just a really fun time of getting to spend time with them and getting to sightsee, and that was just a really awesome Christmas that I remember. We decorate everything, like go big or go home, I guess, but we've always decorated the outside with lights, like no matter what. My dad has a busy work schedule, but he always puts up the lights. It's just a thing. So yeah, we have lights on the house, lights on the bushes, lights on the sidewalk. We've always done that. What else? We decorate the tree, always. We have tons of ornaments from over the years, like Disney characters, trips to Disneyland, ornaments that my grandma had given me when she'd go on trips, other trips that we've been on. We have a lot of Disney stuff around the house, like a Disney Village and like a Mickey Mouse that he doesn't really work anymore, but he's like an electronic Mickey that had a Santa bag, and yeah, we have quite a bit all over the house. And then I put like my tree and then lights around my window and little things like that. But Christmas is a big deal around our house, so I always get into the decorating. Sometimes it's a little more tedious the older I get, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to decorate again. But I'm really glad that we do it, because when people tell me that they don't decorate, they're like, oh, I don't really do that. And I'm like, what? Are you kidding? Like, I think if we ever did like skip Christmas and not decorate or do anything special, it would be like really weird. So I'm glad that we do that. I love Christmas music. I love the cheesy stuff, the traditional stuff, the spiritual ones, the Santa Claus, I love it all. I really love Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas for a traditional song. Let's see what else. I love Last Christmas for like cheesy pop song. And then I like All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey, of course, that's a classic. Um, what else? And then of course, being a 90s kid, I'm into NSYNC. That's when it feels like Christmas to me. I think just being, that I grew up in the 90s and, when I hear that album, it was like, okay, it's Christmas. And it would just always get me really excited. So it reminds me of being a little kid and hearing that and what I was thinking about at that time. There's actually not really anything that I wanted this year. As you get older, it's your list really does get smaller. You see all those things on Facebook that they're like, oh, like this if the things that you want this year can't be bought. And as cheesy as that is, it's true. I really do have everything that I need or want, and so there's not really anything I need this year. I mean, sure, they're being human. I mean, there are things that I'd be like, oh yeah, I want Taylor Swift stuff, and I want this, and I want that, and yeah, I mean, it would be great to have those, but ultimately, I just want to have like all of my family here. Like, if I could have all of my family from South Carolina and Utah and everywhere else, and all the people here, all of my relatives here to celebrate with, that would be amazing. Just to have everybody together and whatnot. I guess that would just be my one thing that I would go into this new year with hope and wonder and expecting big things from God. So